When I got to Blackpool, it was about 4 or 5 hours. Pretty good, I was all right like. So me and her got off the train, we went to the hotel then. We walked in the hotel, and there was a young receptionist. He said, what do you want? I said, well, we booked you. He said, no, you can't have booked you. I said, yeah, we booked you. No, he said, you can't have. I showed him a receipt. So he went to get a manageress, and she walked towards us now, and she said the same thing. You can't have booked you, she said. I said, look, so I give her the receipt. Oh, she said, you are booked. Well, she said, right on, you'll have to stay, she said. But I got to tell you, this week is old age pensioner week. Everybody in this hotel is 70 or 80. And I got to tell you the age. My age was 35, and my wife, Anne, was 23. So you can imagine us up there with all them old age pensioners. Me and Anne then went out. We went upstairs then, and they told us dinner was at 5 o'clock. It was 5 o'clock then. But I got to be honest, she told us change and come down. But we didn't come down until about 6:15. We had to have a kiss and a cuddle and make up. I hadn't been very good to her all the way up on the train. And I got to be fair, we enjoyed it. So we went downstairs for our dinner, but there was nobody there. We was late, but we still had dinner. We went out for a walk then, round Blackpool, looked at all the sights, the tower, different things. And then about 10 o'clock, we come back in. We went to bed then about 10 o'clock. And when we went in the room, Anne said to me, now go in the toilet. So I was in the toilet now. And when I come out, she had changed. And when I come out, she had put on a beautiful negligee. And I got to be fair, she looked gorgeous. It was one of those negligee you could see through, and it looked lovely. So went over to her, kissed and cuddled her, and we went to bed. So we was there most of the night. So the next morning we goes down for breakfast. And when we go for breakfast, on the table was 2 elderly ladies. One was 81 and one was 82. I know one was called Mrs. George, but I'm not sure the other one. So the first thing he said to us, hello, and we said hello to them. And then they said, can we have you a toast? I looked at them, what do you mean toast? Can we have you a toast and you can have 2 breakfasts? So we let them have the toast. So we was chatting with them, and all of a sudden on the table was a little ornament. The one lady then pushed the ornament towards Anne. So Anne looked at me and I looked at her, and we didn't say nothing. We just kept on eating. So then the woman then pushed it right by Anne. So Anne said to him, well, what is this? What are you giving us a present for? Well, they said, you're on your honeymoon. Well, we said, how do you know? We've never seen him in our life before. And they told us, what they told us was this. We've got the next bedroom to you, he said, and you kept us awake all blinking night. So we had a chuckle and a giggle, and we were big friends with him after. And I got to be fair to him, we really enjoyed ourselves with the old age pensioners. This woman, Mrs. George, she had a big hotel in Manchester, so she was a bit of a boss. And she used to arrange trips every day for the old age. And me and Anne was had to go on them, and the trip was 10 o'clock and come back at 12. And when we got on the bus, she would tell the driver that me and Anne would have to pay old age prices, because it was cheaper, like, innit? And we enjoyed it. One day we was having breakfast now, and Anne said to me, we'll go up Blackpool Tower. Now, you would think I would go up there, because I've been in the mines rescue, I was a firefighter, I've been up ladders, high buildings, but I didn't fancy going up a tower. So she persuaded me, in the end, we goes in. I goes up the tower now, and you wouldn't believe it, as soon as I got in that cage and went up, I was great. Because as a miner, I used to go down in a cage, and I didn't mind that. But when we got to the top, now we got out, Anne froze. She got out of there and she had to sit down. And you wouldn't believe it, there was me. I was going up the top of the tower, having a look in the ladders. We weren't there long, because I knew Anne was afraid, so we come back down. And the other thing she tried to do, she tried to get me to go up in an aeroplane. And I said, no way am I going up in an aeroplane. Right, we was there now on the Thursday, we was coming back on the Saturday. So we had a breakfast, and all of a sudden, taxi for the Sargeants. So I thought, what the hell is the taxi for? She had booked it. It's a surprise, she said. So what she does, it was a taxi to the airport. When we got to the airport, there was only me and her there. I thought, thank goodness for that. The pilot said, I can't take you two up for 2. He said, it's not worth it. So we sat there for about half hour, and all of a sudden, through the door come 5 little kids, the mothers and fathers. So he said, are we going up? I goes in now, and I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid. So when I got into play, I'm holding hands on and I'm holding the seat tight, innit? We take off and go up. You wouldn't believe it. Once we was up in the air, I was right as rain. As if I had been flying all my life, you know. I was looking out the windows, everything. And a few times you had turbulence, you would drop 20 feet or something like that. But it didn't seem to affect me. So we went in from there, and then last night we went to a nightclub. But what I've got to tell you before that, every night me and Anne was there, we went to see a show, different shows that were out during that time. And we really enjoyed the shows. But this night we went to a nightclub for our last night. And we had met a couple on their second honeymoon. And we went out with them. So we was out until about 2 in the morning. So what we had arranged for these two old ladies to knock us in the morning, because we was catching the 9:30 train back. And breakfast was 8 o'clock, so we didn't have a lot of time. So we got in at 2, went to bed, with a good kiss and cuddle again, and then went to sleep. Next thing we knew, bang on the door. So me and Anne got up, we dressed, put our suitcase and went downstairs. When we went downstairs now, there was nobody there. We looked around, there wasn't a soul in the hotel. We thought, what is wrong? And you won't believe it, neither me or Anne had a wristwatch. So when we looked at the clock, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. So these two little ladies had their own back for us, keeping them awake all the week. So when they come down for breakfast, we had a good laugh. And we told them, you had your own back. One old lady said to us now, the Mrs. George who owned the hotel, don't forget now, you and Anne can come any time and have a week in my hotel, free, she said, just for your company. Because as we said, most nights we were there was a sing-song in the hotel. The old lady would sing. My wife, she had a good voice, and she was to sing. I was hopeless, I couldn't sing. But we really enjoyed it. Then we thanked them for the company, and then me and Anne came home to South Wales. I went then to live in Anne's house. I lived in Mount Pleasant with my mother. When I married Anne, I went to live in her house. And when we got back, the 4 children was waiting for us and a family. So we had a good chat and a giggle. We bought a little present for the kids, and then we went on. But the best part I will tell you of the marriage was, soon as the children was there, soon as I met Anne and married Anne, they called me Dad. And to be fair, I was proud. Because sometimes it can take a long time for children to get used to. But the first day or the second day, they were calling me Dad. And they've done that ever since. And I've been very proud of that. So I hope you like the story. The best thing I will tell you at the end is, when I married Anne, it was the best thing I ever done in my life. What Anne gave me was a family, and she showed me love and affection. And what man can have more than that? It was Teddy Sargeant.